take two at opening night of the 1965 Sack the Future season. It's been about 2 weeks, and a lot has happened as far as editing-wise, but we have not been able to get back to playing since our first attempt made it through 59 minutes and 58 seconds worth of action.
Kicks in the air. Turn it up.
Kick was in the air, and couldn't be 100% sure the Bears are about to win it, but it looked like it, and PlayStation or EA Sports or some shit decided to be a bunch of assholes. Alright, I'm putting, don't kick off yet, I'm putting the games in. No, I didn't want to download now, what the?
It's gonna make me kick in 2 seconds.
Okay. Alright, I gotta put mine in the playlist still, but I'll get to go.
There is the opening kickoff for the 65 season. Again. Did I kick off to you last time? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think so. I think I complained about being on the ball first.
Okay.
Okay, let me get my side of the thing up in the playlist.
You are going, because I got you up, Vinny.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's get this season underway.
Alright.
The Chicago Bears are the defending Super Bowl champions. As I have lost, what did I lose them? 3 straight times in the playoffs?
Well, you lost to the Packers, Cardinals, and Colts, yeah.
And, of course, I get no blocking on a corner blitz from Rosie Taylor. And, of course, because every Super Bowl champion goes and adds 2 Hall of Famers in the first round. Gale Sayers and Dick Butkus are now on the team.
Yay.
We're almost ready to start 1 o'clock games, too. They should be ready by tomorrow. This is a good run.
That was Dick Butkus' first tackle.
First of many, I'm sure. Oh, my play suggestions are so broken on this game. 1 passing play is all they suggested. Okay. Better than being incomplete, I guess. Incomplete, or better than being intercepted.
So
yeah, I lost you with the Packers in the divisional, Cardinals in the NFC Championship plays at a short punt.
Wow.
And of course the Colts in the Super Bowl. Gale Sayers' first touch in the NFL.
He gets killed.
And Herb Adderley barrels down on him and Willie 24. Willie Wood barrels down on him and takes him out.
Odds on how long before the knee goes.
Hey, Stonewall.
Not that I'm wishing that on you.
Oh, he's getting gang tackled. Oh, so I want to give a shout out to my nephew, Stonewall's son, his oldest, who graduated high school yesterday. Very proud of him.
Yeah, it's a big moment.
Especially in this day and age of Corona graduations. Luckily, our emperor gave us permission to do public graduations, so they were able to at least be 6 feet apart and receive their diploma.
Don't tell your emperor, but the chef for where I work is currently driving to New York State, and he's
Texas on one of the banned lists.
Texas and Florida and every other Republican-held state, because this is not a virus that's political. This is a virus that picks and
Oh my
chooses.
goodness, look at the moves coming out of Gale Sayers. Nice screen pass. 11 yards. Now the original game. Oh, Bradley Taylor, we haven't been on recently either because we've been editing, getting ready to start the new season. In the original game that didn't count, unfortunately, Sayers was held in check pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, why did he? I did not move to the right. He went to the right on his own.
Okay. So, Tears was asking about the Cowboys and Eagles game, but did you want to wait till the Falcons are done for him to do that?
I guess what I could do is if he does start that game, I can go back into the other teams and see what damage was done. Because you know they're all gonna. There are some teams, especially some of the semi-pro teams, that have like 44, 43 players after all the trades were done.
I can wait.
Okay, I'll explain that in a second, Bradley. It says San Antonio on the bottom because we were tired of having 2 teams in Houston and 2 teams in Baltimore. So since we're in 65 and we're so far away from the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans, we would actually, even if we did a full 30 seasons, we still wouldn't reach them. We moved them. San Antonio and Memphis now have semi-pro teams. And we were going to do the same this year, right, with Carolina and Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Because we are, again, so far out of them being a thing.
And we're at least 1 full year away from getting a new Madden.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not doing Madden 21. I'm already hearing bad things about it, and it hasn't even... All it's done is dropped a couple trailers.
I've been looking at the stuff. They haven't really talked about franchise at all. So
Right.
they just made they have made tackling smarter, according to
EA Sports
couldn't be much worse.
and they've also they've made it running. They've made tackling better, so that way running should be harder.
Oh, did he get there? Marv Fleming, first down. Perfect
now, last
timing on
game,
the
Fleming
release.
was dropping a lot because I remember you were mad
Yeah, I
that
know.
Kramer was
Yeah,
gone.
Fleming dropped a couple big ones, too. Oh! He threw it too far inside.
Well, depends who
You
you
learn how
ask.
to do the directional passing. But the other thing is, Dallard didn't even try to go up. Oh well.
Red Star's still thinking it's the playoffs.
Not good. Gale Sayers becoming hard to tackle. The rookie out of Kansas.
Kansas Comet.
Yes, Bradley, we ended 65. Bears won the Super Bowl over the Colts. If you actually watched the game, we didn't get to finish it because EA Sports and the internet failed, but the Bears were far enough ahead, and we just gave them the win and simulated to the draft. Down to Rudy Vukic got to start again. So Billy Wade wins his second Super Bowl in 5 years and gets benched. What a team.
Gonna have to bench some offensive linemen in a minute here.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
So my goal of not having a team get 170 sacks is not looking so good.
What the?
He was asking for trouble. He was asking for trouble there.
Oh my god!
That was a horrible punt, by the way.
I'll take it.
By the way, I've got a tab already put together for the 1965 stats.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
You notice too, it seems like every trade we've had to do, 90% of them have involved user teams.
Ooh, Taylor runs over Buckus.
Well, he kind of had help. Buckus held him up, and then Bill George came in and pushed him forward.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds better.
But of course, it's 1965 here in Stack to the Future, but it's 2020 out in real life. So we'll make sure we whitewash over history and only tell you the good parts.
Yeah, we got to get rid of the owner of the Washington Redskins right now.
Oh, that's right.
You know, I would have gotten rid of him back then too. So I'm not really upset about that one. And
by the
we
way,
reached in the first quarter, and it's scoreless.
That seems familiar.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, let me see here. In his final year in the league, Gale Sayers has a 3,866. Not Gale Sayers, I'm sorry. Jim Brown has a 3,866 yard lead over the second place person.
God damn it, Marv Fleming.
He did get hit right away, though.
So the interception didn't hurt. The short punt for the Bears isn't going to hurt.
Defense is ahead of the offense here in 65
Bradley
so far.
Taylor asked, where would you rather be in real life, 65 or 2020?
He's asking you that?
Well, he's asking, I'm putting the question to all three of us.
That's a toughie. Because from 1968 to 1980 is kind of a hellish on earth for America that most likely when Trump loses in November, we'll get to experience again, at least for 4 more years.
All kinds of predictions here in
Sports-wise,
Stack to
though,
the Future.
there is some fantastic sports going on at that time. The merger.
Sports-wise, I would probably want to go back to 65.
Yeah.
Well, considering they did
be
play.
Like to see the Buffalo Bills win the championship. So. I got into a discussion today at the graduation party for my nephew. My nephew's a Packers fan. My brother's a Cowboys fan. A friend of my brother's was there as a Redskins fan. So we were in a discussion, and I thought I said, okay, we can have this discussion, because we always do. But when only one of these 4 teams is playing in January, conference championship weekend, don't come crying to me. And they looked at me and was like, yeah, you're here first. I'm staking claim right now the AFC Championship will be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, that's the wrong.
What the? Oh, it's a... So you heard it here on Sack to the Future from Vinny X Wolf. I will give the NFC one in August, but that's my AFC prediction. I'm not saying which team's going to win.
If that's the matchup, I can tell you what team's going to win.
Everybody's on Baltimore. I got that. I understand that, but there's a little certain thing called the Madden curse, which might not have worked last year, but if there's any year for a curse, it's 2020.
Oh, come on. Get the ball up over his head.
Where are you going?
They've already canceled.
Rudy Book gets short arm that one.
Mm-hmm.
They've already
Dang it,
canceled
Rudy.
the Hall of Fame game, so wouldn't be surprised if at least half the preseason games are canceled.
You know, the big thing will be basketball and baseball and hockey. If they are able to get started on time, then there's no excuses. But they're already discussing the potentiality of not having those sports seasons. So, or because they're in, especially with the NBA being in Orlando, everybody's so scared about what's going on in Florida right now. So.
Yeah, all sorts of viruses are going up, but yet deaths are still staying down.
You know, here's the thing: is the death rate goes down every time the positive rate comes up, and they're counting all positives, asymptomatic as well as illness. Where are you? This freaking game! I swear to God, where is he running to? That should have been at least a 25-yard run.
Have you had much sleep, Benny?
Huh? What's
You
that?
had much sleep?
Sleep?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of sleep lately.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Why?
Just wondering. That's all.
That was a huge hole, and he's juked to the right.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know. I agree. I'm just saying that. I'm just wondering. You sound tired. That's
What is going on? I swear to God, that right there. I'm not saying Boyd Dowler's gone, but why are they stopping and juking?
Do you have the juke turned on for some reason?
Oh, the auto juke crap.
Well, I will check in a second, but there's no reason for even that. Oh, that time he doesn't juke. I don't understand what is going on in this game.
If it
All
is
right,
on, I
so-
don't think you can turn it off inside the game.
Probably not. No, that's not the right one. It's just no.
Not looking good for the champs here.
Well, it's early. And the longer I take, I'm not seeing it.
No, I don't see it either.
All right, we'll just get back. Anyway, I guess baseball's going to be doing a limited travel schedule for the 60 games. So everybody will stay in region until the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but the East region, they're all going to travel like 100 miles, and the West region, they're all going to have to travel 1,000 still.
Yeah.
Bart Starr scrambling around.
I actually was watching what you were doing with 61.
Mm-hmm.
You covered the slant. Earlier, I threw that slant when Carroll Dale or Boyd Dowler juked. You came up on the blitz. There, you covered the slant, so I took off running. I just gave away. I don't know why I said that in the second quarter. I should have waited till at the end of the game and then said, by the way, I was reading your keys. Now I'm going to come up with something else.
Back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They're going to look to throw.
There we go.
Long.
So in pop news report, the Dixie Chicks have changed their name to the Chicks because Dixie is racist. But Chicks apparently is not sexist. Go figure. I suggest they should change their name to the D-List Chicks. Oh. Awesome. Didn't I miss all the extra points in the... Don Chandler in his debut for the Packers, not looking good.
And that's another... Wait.
No, in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, I was missing kicks.
Yeah.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Hulu has also scrubbed episodes of Scrubs and The Golden Girls that are controversial.
Yeah.
Granted, they are really controversial, but if we continue to hide things that are controversial, the young will never learn what's going on.
Oh, okay. Context of the episodes of Scrubs, since I own every episode and seen them probably each 100 times, there's nothing controversial about it.
See, I've never seen Scrubs, but I did watch about every episode of Golden Girls growing up. And I don't remember the episode in question I don't remember anything about this. But then again, I was 6 when it debuted and like 11 when it went off the air, so I don't know. Yes, the Packers won the NFL championship in '65. The Bills won the AFL championship. The Colts were the runner-up in the NFL championship. So
and who runs all three of those teams?
I control 3 of those 4 teams.
Yeah. What?
Oh, thank God you didn't catch that. Why my guy came up and just ran past the ball, I don't know.
And my guy ran past it too. Neither one of them went towards the ball.
Bernie Vukic shoved it between the two. Fuck. The San Diego Chargers were the AFL runner-up, and they will be also showcased on my channel as a showcase.
So technically, you will have every team that went to the championship on this.
Thankfully, Herb Adderley holds up Gale Sayers enough to allow Ray Nitschke to come up and clean his clock. Or as NFL Films would point out, that'll cool your ass off.
Isn't that Lambert that says that, though?
Lambert.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably. I think Ray Nitschke said something.
I'm sure he said many things.
I'm sure he said lots of things. That
I
probably a
think
good
he's
thing
on
we
NFL
didn't have
Films
back
saying
then.
something. We're at the 2-minute warning here. Back to the future. It is 6-0 Pack. Yeah, my nephew, he's a Packer fan. My son's a Packer fan. We're getting it all here in New York State, but whatever.
It's a it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Pick up a 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw.
Oh, what a...
My guy comes up running past the ball, and you're making jumping, one-handed, diving interception.
That was a ridiculously great and also unrealistic for 65 interception.
Yeah.
Hey, those guys had ability.
Yeah, but they didn't have sticky gloves.
Who's 26?
McRae.
Benny McRae, right?
Benny McRae, yeah.
Bradley Taylor says, fun fact, every team has made at least one conference championship, except the Houston Texans. And they thought they were going to make it in about the second quarter against Kansas City this year, but failed to finish the game.
Oh, boy.
How would you like to be running and see Ray Nitschke, Willie Davis, and Lionel Aldridge coming at you?
Would not like it at all.
That's what Rudy
I didn't like it right there.
Jumping. Doug Hart. Jumping in and knocking the ball down.
My observation has been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense on sides with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off.
Bob Hoover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football.
Who got burnt quite a bit in the real game against, or the original game we played against China Mornings.
After grabbing the momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Well, Doug Hart's 43. Who's 40?
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
He said he didn't know Lions made it to the conference championship game. They did in 1991. Barry Sanders and the Detroit Lions lost the Redskins 41-10 in the NFC Championship. And their only appearance since the merger. And the NFL Championship, they made several. They were NFL champions last in 1957. And actually, there's a mistake there. You put the NFL made the mistake. You didn't. You put 33-65 as the NFL championship game. The NFL does not count the 1932 game between the Portsmouth Spartans, which is the current modern-day Detroit Lions, and the Chicago Bears, because it was never scheduled ahead of time. But it was a necessary game added to the schedule to determine the NFL champion. The Bears won that 9-0. So, a lot of amateur NFL historians like myself consider that a playoff game. The first playoff game. Wow. I hit the wrong button first of all. Wow. That is amazing. Third interception that Bart Starr has now thrown 9 interceptions in his last 2 games. Yeah, they didn't have overtime in the regular season until 74. I remember a game that we went through that ended just like that, except, well, maybe it was Terrors.
No, it was the Colts and the Bears, and it was tipped.
Oh, regular season game.
Yeah, my guy got his hands on it but didn't catch it.
Yeah. We are now in the third quarter with the score Green Bay 6, Chicago nothing. Yeah, and ties didn't count into the regular season standings until 74 as well. Actually, overtime. When did overtime become a regular season thing? Ties didn't count until 74. So, roughly, their records were the same then: 6-1, 6-1.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
Ditka was first reception. Yeah, the Packers were also involved in that, and because ties didn't count, they didn't get to play in the game. And there was a huge snowstorm that paralyzed the city of Chicago and forced the game to be put indoors at Chicago Stadium, and they had to modify the field, which invented the hash marks because of that game, and it invented the ball being brought into the center to the hash marks. But it was an 80-yard field. It is after midnight here on the East Coast. You're watching Stack to the Future on the Vinny X Wolf and Phantom Fighter channels. June 28th.
Oh my God.
June 28th, 2020.
So 2020 is halfway over, almost.
Hard to believe how fast time's flown. It seemed like it was just 22 years ago. I was working my first orientation as an orientation leader at Mike University on June 28th, 1998. Also the night that Undertaker threw Mick Foley off the Hell in a Cell. Phew. They were able to push forward. Get in the backfield, though.
I admire you guys for playing what looks like a typical 1960s Bears Packers game.
Well, we're trying. No blocking.
Something that would put everybody under the age of 40 sweet today.
Oh, it does. Look how much they complained about Week 1 last year. The Bears and Packers. In the Super Bowl, the game before that.
Mm-hmm.
In those two games, there was a total combined 23 points, 26 points scored. And people were losing their minds. Why? Why are you juking? Now I end up having a punt. What? Where are we on the field? Alright, have a good night, Bradley.
On now is the Packers punter, standing right around the midfield.
Oh, well, this is stupid.
It's a fake, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
No blocking.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears will get the football.
What was the field goal then? 53 yards? Yeah. I suppose.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Oh, Davis is enough.
Last time, it has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. But you got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Oh, yep.
Just right, but on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
These guys have punted 4 times already.
Okay, let's see. 3rd down.
A conversion here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and you see yet another errant throw as a result.
Okay, 4th.
The Bears punter now, as he'll come on and kick for a 6th time tonight.
Punt number 6 for Green.
This will be taken at the 10.
Everybody, whoa.
Oh, Richie Pettibone with a shoestring tackle. That was actually a good move.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
He ran a lot, but I thought I had gotten past him.
Almost.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Taylor, what are you doing?
Come on. Oh, I juked way too early. That time it was my own thing. I saw Pettibone coming again. I was going to try and juke him, but he kept running straight.
He's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career
and moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down.
Come on.
He'll be
blocking can't be that good.
After a gain of 6.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
Oh, well.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Oh, my goodness. Dick Butkus out of nowhere. He's had enough of this.
Tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run once he just started in, once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a
Unblocked.
see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
It's depressing. I'm currently working on the 1961 wide receiver stats, and I have yet to hit a Cleveland Brown or a Dallas Cowboy.
First down. Here at the Bears 18. And he has now hit number 500. Charles
Lloyd Dowler.
500th NFL career catch.
And I've only hit 2 player controlled, and they're both
You were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays,
phantom.
500 puts you
Wait, what are you doing?
a significant number.
I'm doing wide receiver stats now, 1961, which takes me longer than anything else. Because I was a moron and took pictures of the screen as opposed to just record it like I've been doing since.
Oh, incomplete. Marv Fleming again with a drop.
Well, he did get hit again.
Yeah.
Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh my God!
He's just going to dump this
Run forward, Forrest.
Wow.
He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Wow.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
What defense did you call there?
That lead out further.
I don't
Cover
remember.
1, Robber Press.
Third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2.
So that was man, so who didn't?
Fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of
Fullback.
what they did, how they moved the ball
Out of the
down the
backfield.
field, very sharp.
Whose responsibility?
Either a safety or a linebacker, depending on... Well, cover 1 robber would have to be a linebacker. Oh,
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though,
They need some offense.
And I think
Some
that
point.
in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
we had a nasty thunderstorm come through earlier. Made it all opposite of what it normally does, made it muggy inside the house.
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Yeah, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out.
Now he had a defender
Ooh.
stop.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline,
Ooh, he's grabbing his leg.
or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Who's that?
Rudy
Oh, the
Vukic.
quarterback.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4.
Billy Wade is in now. And of course, the Bears have 3 quarterbacks, so you don't have to worry if it's... Dale Sayers is getting beat up.
Pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down.
What?
Yeah,
Why
your guy
was he?
just did it too. He just did it too.
Back at the 38. A loss of 2.
And that cost you a chance to potentially run past him.
He's going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game.
I may have hit the button though myself. I mean, I hit the button and then my thumb hit the stick, and I didn't think it was hard enough to do anything, but it obviously did.
We've reached the end of the third quarter. Score is Green Bay 12, Chicago 0. And the X Factor is off now, even though yardage had nothing to do with it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
So the guy can sit on the bench. Guy can sit on the bench and keep his X Factor, but change a quarter, it's done. Doesn't make any sense. And that's not at all X Factors, because I've seen quarterbacks keeping through halftime.
What is? Oh my gosh! I'm trying to. Okay. I was trying to hit the square to say substitute the stupid quarterback, and it made me do some sort of hurry up spike ball thing. So I guess that's just on forever.
Huh. You could have ran a spike ball on 4th down. I wouldn't have complained.
What's happening?
I don't know. I don't have any options here.
Why don't you pause and see if that'll kick it out?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The clock wasn't running, nothing had happened.
Yeah.
At least we had... I'm not going to say the word. I'm not going to say anything.
Well, Vinny, since you're ahead right now, I would suspect that you're not going to have a problem.
Right. You know.
I mean, I know it's not on purpose, but it's amazing your record.
Stop
Amazing.
jumping for
Oh,
it.
that gave me the win before I even touched on the fast rush. It said win before my guy even touched the tackle. That is Dave Robinson out in coverage. Oh, Brown. Tom Brown is number 40. Okay. I have to learn some of these new players. Not that Brown and Hart are new, but they're getting more playing time with Whittington gone.
Knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Now 56 minutes playing lead to.
Man, Fuzzy Thurston would not do anything. And that's not on you rating him. That's on the game having just stupid.
Yeah. Some things there's nothing you can do about.
No. He would have at least attempted the double team since the fullback missed the safety.
Oh, come on.
Did that hit the ground? Yep. So it's a fumble. Okay, so it is now 1st and 10. In the 4th quarter. Yes, I'm broadcasting.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads.
I'll, well, tomorrow's family day there, so I won't get to the Falcons until later. I'm not sure what time I'll get to them. If you want to go ahead and do the Cowboys-Eagles game, by all means, go ahead and do it.
You sure?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know when I will get to the Falcons. It'll be late.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
All right. Fumble.
Come on.
Oh, I don't know how you didn't pick that up. 47-yard field goal.
You know what I'll do? Are you on the Falcons right now?
No.
If the I'll go get on the Falcons tonight, and if they have a real player that's supposed to be on another team, if I can make the trade without making a trade, if I can make the trade, I will.
Not even close. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And then, so that way there won't be
No, just renaming anything.
Criticalness at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
3:15 to go.
What are you doing?
Why did you? Well, I guess it's safe. I don't know why he went straight down though.
Well,
You
that
have
should
10
do it.
yards in front of you. Pick up 5-6 yards and then go down.
Yeah, I don't. Did you push a button? Because I don't know how to
I
do
never
that.
got to control him at all.
Sometimes I would like to do
I
that, and I
wonder
have no
if I
clue
did-
how.
Because I went to switch the guy. Maybe I hit the possession catch. I don't know.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Okay.
Folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, you stopped it. Okay. Now I know what's happening.
He'll drop to throw.
Incomplete. Bob Long is dropping him too.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 40. 31 yards on At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings him 2nd. 2 minutes minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What do you...
They try to throw on second down, but this one is
Billy Wade has been just as bad as actually all the quarterbacks. None of them are really that accurate. If that's what you were going for.
Well, the odd thing is I increased most of the quarterback's accuracy.
And you decrease the catches, right?
Right, because all the
I've
stuff
seen-
I watched, nobody could catch a ball, but the throws weren't that bad.
For what
Mitchie
I've seen in
wasn't
the two-
looking, but somehow he knew where the ball was.
Oh, that's a Madden 20 thing.
Yeah, I
From what
know.
I've seen in the 2 games we played, though, it is a lot harder to make catches, especially in traffic. You're going to have to... Marv Fleming and Bob Long are not going to make those catches.
Yeah.
Mike
Well,
Ditka
that
might, Jackie Smith, but John Mackey, but yeah, I don't have the tight ends for it.
yeah, it's almost like college. Like they have to be open. Not NFL open. Not NFL modern day open, I should say. Ugh. Nothing. 2 for 8. Well, the Bears get shut out.
Starr started off really bad. He was like 2 for 8, 3 interceptions. He kind of settled down a little bit. I'm not sure. We're going to have to pass just to see what the stats are.
Well, I was going to say, could you guys just this one time record, do stats real quick for both teams?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter. I can look at it afterwards.
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
No speed.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave.
Of course, at this point in the game, he's ran the ball 25 times. I guess that's
I guess the simple question, why not
accurate.
just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it.
Is there any way it would cut out? No, I'm just kidding.
It might. But at this point, I think we'd have to simulate.
They go down. And the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
I am not kicking that
They envision the start of the season.
39-yard field goal they want me to kick.
If you kick
Nope,
it
that's-
and it goes
wrap.
out, then we are replaying.
Nope, that's a wrap.
Ugh. Bears haven't scored since 64.
Well,
Wow.
thanks for joining us here on the second take of the inaugural opening night between the Bears and Packers. More games coming your way soon. The 1 o'clock slate is almost ready. We know the Cowboys and Eagles are up. I don't have a 1 o'clock game.
Wait a minute.
No, I do.
I had
Cardinals.
2 passing yards. 2.
Good.
At some point, the Browns and Steelers also.
Oh, yeah. So thanks for joining us here on Sack to the Future. On this
Bears need a
June
quarterback. You'll hear that for the next 6 decades.
oh yeah, we're gonna go do stats real quick.
No, you don't have to. You can go ahead and go.
Well, I at least want to see what Bart Starr was.
In the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
25%, 9 yards. Bart Starr was almost
Bart Starr
60%.
was 10 of 17, but he started out. He did pick it up. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions though. All right, well,
70s.
thanks for joining us here on Sack to the Future. I'm Vinny Vincent for Phantom Fighter, Proteras 89, and somewhere, John Am. God bless America. Okay, I'm done.
I am just going to show how long my starting quarterback is out for. No, nobody needs to see that part. Looks like Ditka gets an upgrade, so that's awesome. Games injury. Rudy Bukic is out. Not at all. Just that game. Okay, good. All right. Signing off.